Jai Chamundeshwari, friends, this is a very special moment for me. My 100 video, including shorts. Thank you all so much for your love and support throughout this journey. Today, I am sharing something real, something from my heart, my honest experience as a real owner of Honda NX500. This is not a brand new bike review, and I am not new to this bike either. I have ridden it for 27,000 km over the past 1 year and 3 months, and now it's time to tell you real pros, real cons, and why this bike deserves your attention. Why should you consider the Honda NX500? Let's start with one simple fact. In 27,000 km, I visited the showroom only 3 times, at 1000 km, at 11,000 km, at 21,000 km, that too for regular oil change service. No issue with nuts and bolts, no clutch problems, no engine complaints, no display problem. Compare that to my previous bikes, especially KTM, Royal Enfield. Trust me, I have seen the worst there. Ask yourself, why is KTM struggling worldwide? Why are riders shifting away from them? And who is the world number 1 motorcycle manufacturer? Honda. For reason, reliability and peace of mind. Honda is like Toyota in cars. Reliable, precise, simple. No cruise control, no fancy riding modes, no turnable ABS mode, but it gives you something more important, peace of mind. Honda builds bikes like Toyota builds car. Fewer flashy features, more long-term reliability, 15 plus years spare part support. It's long-term investment and you're planning to keep the bike for at least 5 years, this is solid choice. Engine and performance. This engine compression ratio is 10:7:1, almost equal to Africa Twins 10:5:1. Globally, owners have clocked 2 lakh plus kilometers on the same platform. That's a bulletproof performance. My chain and sprockets are still in great shape. Easily I can drive around 15,000 km. Clutch, I can expect another 60,000 km minimum. Each service cost me just 6,500 rupees. Most of 27,000 km I run on normal petrol. Only 3,000 km maybe I use XP95. Excellent mileage. If you drive the bike at 80 km per hour, you can expect a mileage of 28 to 32 km per liter. If you ride the bike between 120 to 140 km per hour, you can expect 22 to 24 km per liter. This is a mileage friendly touring machine. Best for city and touring. I ride in Bangalore traffic, Koramangala, Madiwala, Sony Signal. The heat management is amazing. In my experience, in my rating scale, Honda NX500 is come top in heat management. Next, Transalp 750. Next, V-Strom 800D and last BMW F900 GS. The low center of gravity makes it super manageable in city traffic. It's not top heavy like some ADV bikes. Perfect for daily office commutes and weekend touring with ease. Real cons, real case studies. Case study 1, ride pull issue. A rider DMs me after buying his NX500. After 230 kilometers, he felt the bike pulling to the right. My advice? At 1000 km service, ask them to check wheel alignment and bearing under warranty. If still persists, try changing tires after 5000 km. I switched to front 100/90 R19, rear 150/70 R17. Since then, no wobble, no pull. I have tested this for 13,000 plus km, better ground clearance and improved handling. Case study 2, slippery tire in rain. A gentleman from Chikmagaluru had a scare during a rainy ride in the Ghats. The stock tire skidded badly. My honest take, stock tires have poor grip in wet, slush, okay on dry roads. If you are riding in hilly, forest or rainy areas, upgrade early. Otherwise, ride 5000 km, then switch. I recommend only tested and reliable tires. Front 100/90 Apollo Trampler XR or 110/80 Metzeler Caru Street. Rear 150/70 R17 Shinko Trailmaster E705 or Metzeler Caru Street or Pirelli Rally STR. New tire alert. TVS Eurogrip Trialound not tested by me, yet sharing for awareness. Rear tire tip. Use minimum weight index 69, not 66. NX500 has slim alloys. Lower index can bend your rims definitely. Case study 3, rear brake feedback. Let's talk about rear brakes on NX500. To be honest, the stock rear brake pads aren't great. The front brakes are decent, but the rear feels weak, especially during long rides. At around 6000 km, I upgraded to EBC brake pads, and the difference was night and day. Much better bite, control, and confidence. My suggestion: go for EBC brake pads for both front and rear. They cost around 3000 per set and are totally worth it. Another great option is Crank One sintered brake pads. A good rider friend of mine uses them and swears by the performance. They cost around 2300 to 2500 and are also a solid upgrade over stock. Case study 4: Suspension and setup. Some ask me, should I adjust preload? My answer: no need. Stock rear suspension is slightly firm, great for handling corners. Add a top box or pillion, it softens naturally. Perfect balance for touring and daily use. Accessories advice: don't blindly buy the top brand accessories recommended at shop. Every salesperson have target to reach. My honest advice: Indian brands like Zana, Motor Carbon Racings are great. Choose what looks good for your bike. Just make sure to ask for extra boards when you buying. Replace boards every 10,000 km or once a year to avoid any issues. Don't waste 1 lakh on accessories that don't matter. In the end, Honda is equal to peace of mind. They never broke my trust. This machine, it's not just a bike, it's a long-term investment in joy, reliability and adventure. Thank you once again for supporting me till my 100 video. Let's grow together with real, honest content. And always remember, Jai Chamundeshwari, Jai Honda.